Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Commodity TV and a special from the ZURI Invest night here in Zurich. Now it's our honor and pleasure to get an update from Pelangio Exploration. And Ingrid Hibbard, the CEO, is here with us. Good to see you.
Nice to see you. It's nice to be back in Zurich and sunny weather.
Yeah, thank God you brought it with you, right? From Africa.
Well, no, well, from Africa, maybe. In Ontario, we just had an ice storm, so it's great to be here.
Yeah, get some sunshine. So your company, I think you had a fantastic run in the share price. It's like 6 times up.
Exactly.
So what happened?
Well, so we've had a transformative 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
So starting 9 months ago, we entered a deal with a Swiss investment firm called MFD Investment Holdings. And they not only provide funding, they have access to technical expertise. So for a 10% interest in our Manfo project, and more about that later, they are going to spend $1 million to fund the completion of an MRE and a PEA. Then we were able to add on to that Manfo project another 18 square kilometers with 4 kilometers of strike, has a 30-year mining lease, and an EPA permit. And we just completed financing on Friday. So things are really rocking and rolling for us.
Fantastic, super. And you have also another project, the Corso. I hope I say that correct.
So just so people can remember.
Yeah.
So we have 2 district scale projects in Ghana. Manfo is on the ZURI belt, 14 kilometers from Newmont's Ahafo mine. So it's on one of the most prolific belts in West Africa. And we have a maiden resource there of about 198,000 ounces in the indicated and 300, let's round up, 300,000 in the inferred category. And that's where we were working on this MRE. I have been trying to acquire the adjoining property for years. And we were finally able to close that. It gives us another 4.5 kilometers of strike from where our resource is. So we're pausing the MRE a little bit to bring in the potential. There's no ounces on this project yet, but there is a drill hole 400 meters across the property boundary with significant gold in it. A kilometer from the property boundary is a trench with significant high grade in it. And when you go further into the project, there's significant artisanal workings. So we know there's gold there. So we see it as highly potential to add ounces in a hurry to our existing resource. And of course, with the change in gold price, that resource looks like it's going to increase. So we're very excited about where that's going. And the access to MFD's money and their expertise is going to be a huge value add for us. So if you remember, Pelangio's philosophy has always been about collaboration, right back from the Detour days when we acquired that and then, worked with Hunter Dickinson and Gerald to form Detour Gold. So we focus on big land packages because your chance then of finding something on prolific belts is much better. But you need collaboration. It's hard to do it all alone. So in this case, we've got collaboration with MFD, which is working marvelously, and collaboration with the owners of the new project who have brought it to us already with an EPA permit and a 30-year mining lease. And the potential for an extra $1 million of non-dilutive funding from them. So that's looking fantastic. Then we have our Obuasi project, which is 315 square kilometers on the Ashanti Belt, the most prolific belt in West Africa. Ghana is now Africa's largest gold producer, surpassing South Africa. And we have a collaboration there as well, where we have a partner working on the southern part of the project where we weren't focused. So there's work going on all of these projects Most of it is through non-dilutive funding, and we see a really bright future. And of course, the gold price hasn't hurt either.
Yeah, absolutely. And the gold price will rise further. We just learned that from the interview with John McCluskey. He sees 4,000 for next year. I see the same. That's fantastic. So let's dive a little bit more into detailed work you want to do. You start to drill, or what you're going to do?
So we will, but first on the so let's talk about Manfo first, because that is the most exciting. That's where we've got the existing resource. So, an MRE is more desktop work. So that is going on in the background as we speak, but we will be doing a drone survey for over the new project where we already know these and by the way, these workings line up perfectly with the structures that we see in our projects. So the artisanal workings have done tremendous exploration for us. So we're going to fly the drone along those structures. So that's the next thing that's going to happen. And then we're going to go back, depending on the results, but for sure, we're going to go back and test the trench and the drilling that was done on that project before to follow up on that. So it's going to be quite an active period over the next 6 months to a year, I think. We are anticipating the MRE being out in the third quarter, the updated MRE being out in the third quarter of this year. And over at Obuasi, which is 315 square kilometers beside AngloGold Ashanti's Obuasi mine. That is a 60 million ounce mine. It is one of the behemoth mines in the world, high grade. And we've acquired and added onto that. So we're up to 315 square kilometers. And we've just flown a drone survey there, right to the boundary of the project, the mine property next door. So we'll be following up on that as well.
Wow, fantastic. So that sounds like a lot of work then. How is the political situation in Ghana these days? I heard it's all super stable and very nicely now.
Oh, Ghana has always, as long as I've been there, been very politically stable. They've had 4 elections where you've had transition, no violence, stable democracy. And the most important thing is Ghana loves gold. It's known for gold mining. The people believe in gold. So you have a very supportive community that is anxious for you to explore and find more gold.
Fantastic. And also from the government side, do you also get support?
So they have something there called the Minerals Commission. And that's really what their job is to do, is to help support the mining companies and to deal a little bit. There is an illegal mining issue there. So let's, we can't sugarcoat that. That exists. They're working hard at it. But it's partly a result of a high gold price and a community that knows all about gold. So, it's the other side of that coin. And then they have recently formed something called the Mineral Investment Income Fund. And it isn't meant to be funding juniors yet, but it's certainly there to work with mining companies. So they have taken a position in Atlantic Lithium, for example, as it was going into production. So they are very, very mining focused and focused on getting mines developed in Ghana to the benefit of everybody, to the benefit of our shareholders and their citizens.
That's fantastic. Do you face any issues with artisanal miners, or do you say, no, you know what, we are partnering with them because they find the gold what makes us easier to find it?
That mostly. I mean, you can't say never say never, but we really do view them as a part of our exploration team.
Super.
And to see those artisanal workings on the property, and some of them are already abandoned, but nonetheless, that they wouldn't have done all that work if there wasn't gold there.
Fantastic. Super. Well, Ingrid, I must say that looks quite good. For the update by today from the last time. So you got a lot of good things done, and you have great partners now. And obviously you have the money also now.
Exactly. So we're working both projects with non-dilutive funding. We have great partners. We raised $1 million. We're doing an MRE, which will be out in the third quarter, and we're exploring.
Fantastic. There's nothing to add. Ingrid, thank you very much. We wish you well, lots of success, and keep us posted.
We will for sure.
Super.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that was Ingrid Hibbard, the CEO of Pelangio Exploration, and you just heard the summary from her. I must not add anything to that. Really fantastic. The stock price has really reacted from 1.5 cents now up to 9, which is fantastic. But I think there's much more room, especially now with MFD as a partner, and the money is there. Now they use it, and yeah, let's see what comes out there. I'm quite positive on that. Have a look at Pelangio Exploration. Thanks for watching us. Bye-bye from Zurich, from the ZURI Invest Night.